Okay, so here we're going to do some images and under types of symmetry. Now this first one here says under SY. So that means that the y-axis is the mirror. Okay, so basically I'll just draw it highlighted in yellow. So that's my mirror. So I need to get my axis of symmetry is the y-axis. So it says SY. So that means that my boat is going to end up over here. Okay, and it will be backwards, but we're not going to notice that because this boat is actually symmetrical. Okay, now if we look at our 2, so it's going from 2 to minus, so this one is going from 2 to 6, so this one is going from minus 2 to 6 and up to 7 and whoops, sorry, get my pen up. And that's the image of that in SY. So the y-axis is the mirror. Now part 2, it's under SX. Okay, so this time here, the x-axis is the mirror. Okay, because it says SX. So I'll just highlight my x-axis. Now remember, this one here, it went backwards. This one here will end up upside down, so it'll be easier to notice that something has happened with this one, okay? So to start drawing our shape, now be very careful. This is starting here across 2 squares up, so I need to start 2 squares down, okay? And then I'll start my boat. Okay, so that's what you should end up with this one, and it should be upside down, and you'll see this one goes from 2 to 6 and this one goes from minus 2 to minus 6. Okay, so the so the first one, SY, the y-axis was the axis of symmetry. SX, the x-axis, is the axis of symmetry. Okay, now draw the image of the under SO. SO is central symmetry. Okay, so this is central symmetry in the origin. Now remember, this is like, so that means this is like reflecting it over to here, and then when you get it to there, reflecting it down to here. Okay, so we'll do a couple of points on this one to show how it works, and then the next one we'll do it without any points. So I'll put on my red, my blue, my green, and my pink. Okay, now, so if you look at the blue point at the moment, it's 2, 3, or sorry, minus 2, 3. Now, if it's going to go through central symmetry, both the signs will change on the x and the y. So that means minus 2, 3 will become 2 minus 3. So there's my new point, 2 minus 3. And if you look, we will notice as well that that's exactly the same distance through the origin. Okay, so now let's move the red point. So the same idea again. This coordinate here is minus 2, 5. So I'm going to go and change the signs on those, so it'll become 2 minus 5. So already there we have one side of our trapezium. Now let's look at the green one. It's at minus 4, 1. So a sign change for that will change it into 4 minus 1. So 4 minus 1, it'll be here. And then finally then my pink point is minus 4, 6. So that will change into 4 minus 6. Okay, and then just draw my shape. Okay, now when you look at that there, you should notice because it's a central symmetry, it's both upside down and backwards. So it's like combining the 2 top ones together. Okay, and another way you can look at those is, if you looked at that red one, it was over 2 and down 5, over 2 and down 5. So remember, for your central symmetry, you get to the center and repeat the exact same thing. So let's do that with the green. We can think of it as going over 4 and down 1. So repeat that, over 4 and down 1. Okay, so the last one here again is a central symmetry. Okay, now because it's a central symmetry, I can think of it as reflecting it to here and then reflecting it up to here again. So that'll be going through the y-axis and then the x, or you can think of it as reflecting here and reflecting here. So it's going to end here and it's going to be upside down and backwards. Now you're not going to notice the fact that it's upside down, or sorry, you're not going to know, you will notice that it's going upside down, but you won't notice that it's backwards because it's a symmetrical shape.